So last time we killed the formless flesh, and now we're dealing with the fallout. And that fallout is just making sure everybody is well again. So unequip all trinkets. Harriet, I know not who you are, but you are getting rid of lethargy immediately because that is a horribly, horribly debilitating disease. Renee, you have tapeworm. It's free. Let's use it. Watching Thak play Judgment, how goes? It goes well, Zarok. It goes quite well. Especially since a lot of my other college stuff has now been finished. I'm actually going to be having a college visit next Friday. Which means I'm probably going to have to stream on Tuesday, but I'd also learned that my GM was actually in Florida this week. So my D&D sessions might still be going on because it was a circumstance beyond anybody's real control. Headaches, headaches, headaches. Okay, it still costs money. It's actually kind of what I wanted to see. And I was thinking about taking on an ancestral mission, because I want some of the ancestral stuff. Because ancestral stuff is amazing. Damage and crit to ranged skills. Melee and damage. Well, crit and melee skills. The mustache cream of judgment. Actually, now that I think about it, it actually probably would be a good idea to just visit the cove. So let's see if we can build a party that works. I would need 2 pseudo healers / damage dealers because I have no form of normal healing at that high a level. Because I only have 1 antique florin. And I'd have to upgrade some of their skills, but you know what? We're gonna go for some money. Akin, join us. Nod, you're actually low enough on there where it's perfectly acceptable for you to join us all here. Do you have phobia of the wild? No, you don't. You actually have Warren's phobia. Yet you came out of there with no stress. What kind of inhuman madman are you? Actually, you know what? We haven't had this build done in a while. Trilby, get up here. I want to do a finale build. I think we've also upgraded the Jester so he has his full damage for the finale build. Is this true? Yep, it's still going to be doing the halfway up, but I have no real way to fix it. Oh well. Unless, you know what, for Darkest Dungeon specifically, I'm going to try something different. Alright, there we go. And now everybody gets a nice little view of the stuff I have in the back on my desktop. Excellent. Anyway, my original question was, do I have anything for the Jester? Yes, I already have the Performance Hall, which does the boost to damage for Finale. So we'll have Trilby take something out with Finale, and then everybody else can continue murdering from there. Herbard, get your... we don't need get down. Get invigorating vapors and get festering vapors to max. Trilby has nothing to upgrade. You all have nothing to upgrade. Good. It's not horrifically expensive to keep you all equipped. Akin, you're our heaviest damage dealer. Let's give you the Heaven's Hairpin. And you'll be in the front line, so if you're going to be in the front line, we might as well give you something that actually is useful in the front line. Such as... where's the Berserker's Gauntlet? It drops your speed, but your damage goes so high, I don't think it matters. Nod, I want you to take the Crusader's Orders. Or the Holy Orders, sorry. And let us... Swordsman's Crest? Because you don't do any healing, so that would just be straight damage. No, because I could do something else. We can do the Molted Tail Feather to make sure your speed is actually usable. Trilby. You'll be in the back row, so you're going to be getting the accuracy, stress, and speed bonus. But what we're actually going to do for you here is we're going to make sure that you have a very high damage modifier. Additional crit chance versus not size 1. Doesn't seem that's that useful. We're going to the Cove, so it's damage against Eldritch that we'd like. Torches above that increase stress reduction and stress healing, so let's do it. I did not watch the playlist because I am a lazy soul and I honestly forgot about it. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible human being, and we'll make sure your speed is at the highest. Excellent, excellent. Huh. Now, we're not going to take the Carapace Idol, because you're not going to be a tank. You're going to be a pseudo-healer. I mean, technically, do you have anything that really gives you a bunch of stress? Yes, you do in the Cove. However, if we're killing things relatively quickly, we can actually probably put Junia's head on you, because that does an 80% buff to your healing skills, and that makes you a decent healer at best. Nah. Now we're gonna have 2 campfires in this. You're already good, you're already good, you're already good. You need 1 more skill. Reject the gods. It would stink with Nod, but it'd be very helpful. So I'll take Reject the Gods and just add it to your repertoire. And then you have Sharpened Spear for that fresh crit buff. Rose has its Thorn, which is amazing. Mockery, which is incredibly good. Herbard. Yeah, everything here is fine. Alright, I have nothing else I want to do with any of you. There's no stress reduction I can really take, except Baculaire. You can just meditate for a little bit. Get rid of your stress. Oh, and Bastet, you can pray to a higher power. Is there anything in the Nomad Wagon I even care about? No. Why would I? Let's embark. To the Cove! We have a lot of food. We're gonna make sure we have like 3 full stacks of it. Thank you for those medicinal herbs. I will be taking all of them. 2 skeleton key. You know, we'll take the 4 stack of skeleton keys, 4 stack of shovels, and then a heck of a lot of torches. Is this too much? No. 6 is where we should be. I can't be sold. It's a free item from the Holy Water. You know, the Holy Water's a free item. Is there anything that it's actually useful for in the Cove? No, we'll probably just ditch it immediately. To the Cove once again. Hopefully not fighting the Collector for the umpteenth-thousandth time. Swear, I had all those videos go up on YouTube, and it was 3 Collector fights in a row. Wait, there's an email from College of DuPage alumni. What is going on with that?
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
And we know there's a Curio, followed up by another room battle with Curio, and it's explore 90% of rooms, so it's not problematic. We're just going to ignore all this, as that is not useful to any of us. And it should be the Jester who's good at this? Yes, because you have the 90%. So you'll take it, it's a good disarm, and we can continue. So it's a room battle through this, we'll prop a torch up, and hopefully the Jester goes quick enough. And can... we already have a surprise round. Force Guard by ally. We're going to put down a Force Guard on Nod, because Nod is going to be our tank. Finale, get rid of the Witch. If I were to cleave and smite, who would be smitten? We can work on the Cultist Champion, and we could probably kill him before he gets an action, and I consider that good enough.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Excellent, Bordekin. Doing quite phenomenally. Oh, Trilby. Oh, you're no longer going in last. Well, fair enough. We could just use fortifying vapors just for consistent healing for right now. I mean, you put him in the best... Well, no, we could battle ballad. Let's start playing the song of our people. We're not hitting... Well, no, we can actually hit this one. Sorry, we can hit this one with an Iron Swan. Because I'm going to hope that Battle Ballad gives us enough of a speed boost for us just to boost through most of the stuff that they're going to be doing to us. I could do a Grim Harvest. It has a decent chance of killing him. It doesn't, but it can start dealing with a corpse.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Excellent! And we'll take the trophy.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Overconfidence is indeed a slow and insidious killer. If I don't have to take the room battle with treasure, I won't. But that is an obstacle, and these are all things that require a multitude of shovels. I'm not going to crack this open yet, because we might double back. Wow, it's more shovels. Or more required shovels.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
Let's see, you have a massive dodge debuff from Finale. I mean, it's still nice that you can one-shot kill most everything that we encounter. I forgot to make sure our torchlight was good. Whoopsies! That could have been bad, but it wasn't. So of that I can be thankful. 90%. Does not fail. Let's pop open this curio, whatever it is. It's the brackish pool, which is helped by antitoxin. Everything else is kind of worthless. And this is a room battle with curio, so let's turn on the light and begin. You have a finale U. One brigand raider will be dealt with. Can festering vapors? No, it can't. Spend your time healing. We'll off you
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
blanket fire, which drops dodge and hurts like a Mack truck. We have no way to deal with stealth. And its uppercut slice, it is not anything to really concern ourselves with, though. So we should probably get rid of the Brigadier Raider before too long. It's not buff target, this used to be buff everyone. Heal yourself. Wow, aren't you selfish? Battle Ballad, Battle Ballad. Off
Press
you.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
There's another blanket fire. Doesn't hurt that bad. Oh, you're available. We can hit you with if it bleeds. Which I suppose is good enough. So, let's see here. Put another vapors on you to keep your health up. Proc another Battle Ballad to continue to increase crit chance. And, you know what, Bulwark of Faith, because I think that increases the torchlight.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Excellent! I'll take the... No, because this stacks up infinitely higher. Because Holy Water, I don't think does anything to this statue. I think that statue's pure random. And so we will continue our explorations. There are curios bloody everywhere, but I don't feel like doing anything else. In fact, we're just gonna go to the next room battle. Everyone back in their default order. Attempt another disarm and keep moving. We'll... Because it's not that far, I'm probably going to use the first campfire here. Oh no, I can still crack this open. crack it open, get the stashed heirlooms. Oh no, they can't fit. The minor antiques are kind of better, even though we are in dire need of more heirlooms. We'll take them over the portraits because we need to get to 300 for one of the other major upgrades.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
You are terrible. I didn't want the cultist witch to live. You're not going to be able to hit anyone important, so try to take all fire. You do a force guard. Keep him protected. This is going to be a very, very long fight. And a very stressful one at that. You know, this is one of the rare instances where enemies will actually play to what's expected. Like, it's really rare for enemies to actually target the person who's marked. Get the battle ballad rolling, because we do need the song of our people. Could I kill you? With festering vapors? Possibly. And you are dead. Perfect.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
And here comes the horror. Because we were not able to deal with the Squiffing Geist. Okay, you get stunned, because I don't want you protecting him any more than you already are. Well, your bleed can only keep racking up. You're already protected for the remainder of the turn, so just spend your time making sure our Crusader doesn't drop dead. I don't think Inspiring Tune actually dodges the stress. Can you? No, you can't. Might as well start working on the Cultist Champion. You can't even hit the... Yo, you can't hit the Squiffing Geist. Or Gast. So you go back to the front again. I'm hoping that you fail your Octocestus/Barnacle Barrier. I'm gonna increase the bleed, so he's taking 9 a turn. Increase the bleed again. Oh, he didn't increase the bleed. Just keep the protection rolling. Alright, we're at max buffs as far as as far as that's concerned. I should have tried to stun. Okay, you didn't get an action. Kill it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, we're gonna definitely need to spend all our time healing Nod because the bleed is getting obscene. You see, this is why I have to avoid combats, because all the combats are like this nowadays. Everything is just trying to murder us. We'd at least offset some of the damage coming through. Good lord. Well, the Cultist Champion's finally down, leading only the Pelagic Champion, who's just going to keep Octocesting and just boosting the bleed. You're almost near death. Funny how that works. Well, at least we're getting somewhere. I know you can't staunch the flow. Can you at least stun this one before it becomes a big problem? Bleeding you is entirely pointless, so we're just gonna keep smacking you until you finally succumb. Do I battle ballad again? Yes. This is why she's a bad healer. I have nothing else I could use on her. Can I stun you again? Heck no. it's so unlikely that I might as well just keep trying to smack the champion as much as physically possible, and here's where he goes to death's door. He avoids death's door. It's a miracle. Let's deal with your stress a little bit so we don't have to deal with as much during the camp.
Masterfully executed.
Oh, thank goodness. Something to write home about. And it's finally dead.
This expedition at least promises success.
I'm gonna ditch that to make sure nothing bad happens. Not gonna take any of this stuff because it's all worthless to us. We're gonna camp. We need to heal.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
We don't need stress, so what we can do is just buff ourselves as much as physically possible. So you're not that stressed. You aren't stressed. We can take a sharpened spear. You're always in front, so we will take a battle trance. We can mockery and then zealous vigil. Because I hate nighttime ambushes with a bloody passion. And we have 3 remaining, so we can hit up another one that's worth 3. The Eye of the Tiger, which I think crit and accuracy will make you equally as insane. And eat more food while we're resting. You are hungry, and we're probably going to get more eventually. We can't have a nighttime ambush. It's still horrible enough that I'm going to get rid of it.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
There's no upsides to that whatsoever. We have another battle waiting before us. I'm not turning around right now. Back to the default party order. What do we fight? Normalish combat. I'm impressed. We'll just... You're not going to protect up or do anything of that sort. We're just going to spend our time healing. Finale this one.
Obliterated.
Which puts you in the front. I don't feel like getting any diseases. Could I even... No, it wouldn't even theoretically kill any of you. So I'm going to stunning blow this armored maggot and hopefully make it... well, hopefully prevent the damage. It's not happening.
Quickly the tide turns.
Yep. Stun all you want. Iron Swan to finish it off.
Annihilated.
So disease 1. Disease chance 2. Misses. Thank goodness. Do you have something that is preventing you from moving as fast as possible? The Brawler's Gauntlets. It's not a horrible thing. Inspirational tunes? To who? To you. We gotta keep our stress down, after all. You're no longer stunned. Okay, stunning you, I've given up on that thought, so let's just try to kill the armored maggot as soon as possible. No Iron Swan necessary. Goodness. Are you quite finished? Unless we can start getting the heal train rolling and keep you at a moderately normal amount of health. I mean, we might as well just bring your stresses down to 0. Sure. 1 down. Do I want to try to stun the other? It's like a 50% chance. We're not killing it this turn, so we might as well try to stun. It's resistant. Oh, thank goodness. Progress is being made. That is all I can say. You have exactly 1 point of stress. We're just going to battle it and get it over with.
Another one falls.
Oh, thank goodness. 1 decent crit and a lot of jewels for the rest of
Foolish
us.
horrors. brought low and driven into the mud.
Take the gold, we don't need any more. Default party order, let us continue our journey. And we don't need it yet, we're still at highlight. Oh my goodness, there's actually nothing here. We are going to have to go both ways, so we're going to go to the right first, but everything is phenomenal, everything's fantastic. We got more food! Wow. I mean, wow, that's a lot of gems. I always regret it, but that's happening. With the extra food, we're just going to dump this on our Crusader, who's in dire need. We'll use the torchlight here.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
We get more rare antiques as time goes on. The gold is probably going to be better in the long run. But I'm going to take the sapphire, because if I get a stacking of sapphire, it suddenly makes it better. But emerald is more common. This is a long mission, so I'm going to bet on getting more. And if I don't have anything else by the end of this, I'll probably have enough food to just go up north. Alright, to the right it is. I mean, there's no end to the amount of things we can use our... we could use our shovels on. I mean, seriously, there's so many curios down here for us to use shovels. Do we get a scout? Yes, we do. Curio battle. And an obstacle. Well, I knew I was smart for bringing an entire stack of shovels. We're gonna have to return, so we're gonna wait until we use up more of our resources first. Hey! Who has the worst quirks, or the worst amount of quirks that I can try to get rid of? Okay, Trilby, yours is pretty bad. Yours is actually fairly awful, because the stress for a torchlight being above that. Versus beasts, and your Warren's phobia is kind of awful. Thanatophobia. Overall, Trilby has the most negative quirks that affect us, so let's do some quirk removal. Night blindness. I mean, our torchlight is rarely that low anymore. So, I mean, I guess it's okay.
The sparkling eyes of youth, twisted and made merciless.
Pass. Why did you go first? That's the worst possible iteration. You're the only one that could stop. Fine, Vapors. Get this started, because we need to kill him as soon as inhumanly possible. Low damage roll. You're gonna fall back with a collect call. And you've got a healer. The collector always shows up. I don't know why. Get your protection rolling.
Inspiration and improvement.
And let's get our speed boosts going, because we're going to need them. That wasn't even the amount of health that you did damage with. Okay. Stun. We do not want him acting. Oh no. No!
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
You show up every single run. What's the point? Just stop showing up. It's easy to do. I didn't even do anything wrong. I haven't mouthed off to RNG at all. And instead you see fit to punish me constantly. Mark yourself. Try to draw fire. That's what I should have done immediately. Still targets Trilby. and hits
As
for an
life
insane
ebbs,
amount constantly.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Quit buffing. Don't lifesteal. Oh my god. I prefer the stress. There we go.
No
I knew it was going to
place for the
happen.
weak or foolhardy.
No, this is no place for the Collector to show up for the umpteenth time. Because that happened, we have to retreat. Well, he's gonna kill you first. So you show up every time. It's not even funny. Oh, now you start critting. As soon as our party's brought down to nothing. And now you're brought up to full. You're brought up to high enough where it doesn't matter. We're not going to be able to kill you.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
There's no point in even healing because they're just going to deal enough damage anyway. We need to kill him as soon as possible. Can't even use Holy Lance properly. What is your dodge chance? Oh, now you use Show Collection when you already taken one of the party members. Thank goodness you don't heal the Collector again. We're at least gonna back up, because the odds of us encountering more combats are slim to none. So the Collector should die, hopefully. So let's focus our efforts on killing the Highwayman.
As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast.
There we go, one down. Get off death's door. Can I stun you? No, because you're just gonna dodge his attacks anyway. This is gonna... Nod is going to die as well.
And now
I can already
the true
call
test.
it.
Hold fast, or expire.
He's gonna go first and get himself killed. It's not gonna be enough. Nod is gonna go first and die. No amount of crit healing will prevent this from happening. Can you just quit it? There, the Vestal has nothing else she can do. Keep you off of Death's Door, I'm not having you take a death blow. At least she's uselessly buffing herself. Thank you.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
We need the... Okay. I don't know if we deliberately lose the Prophet's Eye, will it come back? So I'm actually going to look that up really quick. Darkest Dungeon Trophies. Do I have to carry it back with me? Trophies cannot be sold. If a trophy or a talisman is lost, it will automatically reappear in the inventory next week. If another unique trinket is lost, it must be found again by killing the right enemy. Are unique. Once you own one of them, you cannot find a duplicate. Alright, so I can, quote, lose it, unquote, and it will still be back. So, Trapezoid, you can come back here. We have need of a key. We'll take the bright tambourine over the portraits. I don't know why I'm holding on to the campfire, because it's not needed. We've already taken too big of a hit for us to continue.
The light, the promise of safety.
Well, we might as well go to the room. It's a bit of a waste of the torch. It's a bit of a waste of the shovels that I could be using on the curios behind us in order to get a little bit more gold. But if I can, by some miracle, still complete the quest, then we'll do so. Since I've already skipped 2 rooms, I'm going to have to skip... I can skip exactly 1 more room. So we're gonna make an attempt to finish the quest anyway. With only 3, we just have to avoid all combats. Well, we're probably not going to come back this far, so we might as well grab the heirlooms. It's 4 deeds. Yes, I appear to be missing someone. Guess who showed up again, Xenis? Guess who utterly refuses to not keep showing up in the middle of my missions? For no apparent reason. Am I campfiring? Yep. It's the Collector. The Collector just cannot get his hands off of me. We'll drop the gold off. And there's no rhyme or reason. I took a long champion mission. That was the most challenging mission I took, and the game punishes me for it and then removes one of my best units. Which further delays my ability to go to the darkest dungeon because I keep losing all my champion level dudes. In fact, I think he was the Cove Explorer, which is why I was getting so much scouting information. Alright, it's too risky to continue, because if I get into any fight, it's almost guaranteed to be 4 different people, so we're just gonna run back, grab as much loot as we can, and leave. I know there's a hold-up. You are the best disarming traps, Miss Hellion. Over here, we have a strong box we can unlock via shovel. We're not taking 25 gold over that. Is anyone checking behind us? Yes, I am. And I think the rest of the stuff requires shovels too. So I guess we're just gonna pry it open repeatedly and hope that we get... No, I know what I can do. So, we got enough food to be able to do this. We're gonna campfire.
Gathered close in
Feast.
tenuous firelight and uneasy
Vigil.
companionship.
And resupply. 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 There we go. Knew it was kind of helpful. Do you have anything else I could bring in? We can battle trance again, and then... I don't know. Encourage who has the most stress. You can encourage yourself. No, just... Instead, you encourage her because she's the most stressed out. Alright, back up we go. So we're gonna go back up this way to grab the curio at the very entrance if there's nothing else that we can do. Not touching the Cthulhu statue, because Cthulhu statue very rarely gives us anything beneficial. The worst part is, too, is I've already removed one of the negative quirks from him. And nope, he was targeted and killed immediately by the Collector. No reason to touch the brackish pool, because we got nothing that actually works with it. I would love to go for the room battle with treasure. No guarantee at all that it would work, but it would be nice. Crack this baby open. I think Trilby was also at full health as well. So it really was just unfortunate. How much stress do you have? You have the most. We'll give it a shot with you. It works. What is this curio? Fish guts. Fish guts contains...
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
That aren't useless. No need of keys. The onyx, is it better than this? No, the antiques are better. Oh yeah, I put the keys in there. Like, why does it have 4 keys? Right. Prop the torch light up. We don't need the torches anymore, so drop the onyx. Holy water is completely useless. I'm taking this because we're going to be turning around. Is anybody checking behind us? I'm scared. Careful, careful. Yes, I will mock you all. Go in. So... well, I have them, so I might as well test it. You think a torch would open a clam because you're heating it up to such an insane degree that it kills it, but apparently, pry it open. Oh, baby, it worked.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Let's run back here, pop to this curio, see what it was, 'cause I think it was just the barnacle-infused chest, which causes bleed. But we might as well just test out a bunch of other random stuff, because, well, it's not like we're going to be using this for anything else. So yeah, that doesn't work, and there's nothing else I'm willing to test right now. This is called making the best of a bad situation. Oh my god, no. No, no, we're abandoning it. We're not fighting this thing at all. I don't know what it is. I'm not doing it.
Failure tests the metal of heart, brain, and body.
No, it doesn't. Just stop sending the collector against me and we'll be good. He's one of the named characters, too. Oh, well. Dud Hitter. Horrible. The Black Plague, which I need to get rid of. And Lethargy. I knew you getting brined by all those sea slugs couldn't be good for you.
Curiosity, interest, and obsession. Mile markers on my road to damnation.